All right, Mike's got the list. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
All right. Well, today we have celebrities who were exceptional athletes. And, there are some that, like Joe Namath, finished his career, turned to acting. Not that. These are people who are celebrities who had athleticism in their past.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. First up, you can't do a list like this and not mention Chuck Connors, okay? National Basketball Association. He played for the Celtics. He also was featured in a series of, he played for the Cubs and the Celtics.
Wow.
And if you see that comic book in the bottom left there, he was also a comic book star as well.
Huh.
So yeah, he was a star of The Rifleman, one of only 13 athletes in the history of American professional sports to have played in both the major leagues and in the NBA.
Oh,
What do you know?
Yeah,
Chuck Connors.
cool.
So there, okay. Up next. You probably know Burt Reynolds was a pretty good football player. An
Oh, yeah.
outstanding freshman year as a football player, as a halfback. He injured his knee in the first game of his sophomore season, but look at this B-roll. Burt is the ball carrier here. He's taking it right through the line, and nice pickup
That's
here
a
for
nice
Burt.
cut.
Yep. So that is actual footage of Burt Reynolds as a college athlete. He injured himself his sophomore year, and then he was in a car accident, got hurt further. Never the same after that, turned to acting, and we all know the rest.
Wow.
That's a pretty good run right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, that is a good
going.
one.
Where did he play? Was it Florida State?
Yes.
I was wondering the same.
Yes.
Oh,
And they finally bring him down.
How long was the field back in that day?
It was back in those days, it was 400 yards. All right, next up, Carl Weathers. You might know this if you're seeing him in the Rocky movies. No surprise that he was athletic. Weathers signed as a linebacker with the Oakland Raiders as an undrafted free agent in 1970. Played in 7 games for the Raiders that year and helped them win the AFC West Division title on their way to the first ever AFC Championship
I
game.
didn't know he played football. All right.
How about that? And next up, from Married with Children, Modern Family, Ed O'Neill, the standout at Ohio University. Didn't play in the NFL, but like Carl Weathers, he was an unsigned free agent with the Steelers and was on the practice
Really?
squad for a short period of time.
great.
Yeah, real good football player. Next up, how about Emma Watson? Best known for Harry Potter and Beauty and the Beast. Watson majored at English at Brown University, but in 2010, prominent role in the field hockey team. There she is in action right there. Would not have guessed that.
No.
All right, how about Joel McHale? Joel McHale was recruited to the University of Washington to be part of the rowing team. He ended up as a walk-on of the football team, and he played 2 seasons there as a tight end.
No kidding.
Didn't see a lot of action, but they went to the Rose Bowl. He got a win after Washington defeated Michigan
Wow.
in 1992. How about that?
Who knew?
Yeah, I never met him in person. Pat has, and he said to see him, he's a good-sized
Oh, yeah.
guy. Like,
Yeah.
you can't tell, but, built like a tight end.
Wow.
All right, how about Jason Statham? Before becoming an action star, member of Britain's national diving squad. He
No
competed
way.
in 1990 Commonwealth Games for England before moving on to an acting career. And I'll have to tell you, we did have to crop that picture on the right. For obvious reasons. Okay, next up, Robin Roberts, Good Morning America. Now, we know that she was an athlete. First, attended Southeastern Louisiana University, studied journalism on a tennis scholarship, then joined the women's basketball team, and that worked out pretty well. She ended her career as the school's 3rd all-time leading scorer and 3rd-time all-time leading rebounder.
Yeah.
So how about that?
Yeah. 3rd-ranked morning show team, though.
Well, we do say that too. All right, I saved this one for last. This is my favorite because he's one of my favorite actors. Kurt Russell played up to the AA level in El Paso, Texas. He played for his dad's team, the Portland Mavericks, but like so many, injuries ended his career, transitioning to acting. He still had a few opportunities to show off that throwing arm, like when he dunked Hal Linden in the Battle of the Network Stars. Watch the arm here. This is just incredible. Here he is getting warmed up. Hal should be nervous here.
He doesn't know he should be nervous.
But check this out. That's like major league caliber, 80 miles an hour probably, sending Hal into the depths of the pool.
Isn't there that great documentary about
the Mavericks, the Portland Mavericks?
Yeah, his dad's baseball team.
Bing Russell, yep.
So what was the story behind that again?
He kind of started that team from nothing, and they became very popular. More so than some major league teams at that time.
And it was kind of like a Savannah Bananas kind of thing, wasn't it?
No, they were legit. They were a real minor league team, yeah. And they actually played well and were built from nothing by Bing Russell. That was Kurt Russell's dad. There were others. There's Billy Crystal, Mark Herman, John Goodman, who were very good athletes in their day before becoming actors.
What did
but
Billy Crystal do?
Billy Crystal was a baseball player.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
He actually attended spring training with the Yankees a couple times and got a couple at bats
Oh,
in
yeah,
games.
yeah.
Didn't do well, but
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
he was also pretty old at that time.
Yeah.
But he could throw a ball and run and feel
That's great.
okay. So,
oh, thanks, Mike. That was great.
so there you go.